Hello, Dearborn Heights. Chief Hart here with the Dearborn Heights Police Department. Just want to offer a couple of updates and some information about a very busy week so far. Of course, on Monday morning, we had an officer-involved shooting that we take very seriously up on Evangeline Street, just south of Joy. Just know that the Michigan State Police are conducting the criminal investigation into the incident, and we also have a parallel investigation going on to ensure that our policies and procedures were followed by staff, and then we will debrief the incident. Our police officer is on administrative leave. He is doing fine at this point, and we have protocols in place to make sure that proper counseling and other needs are met for this police officer. We're still waiting to hear a charging decision from the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. That is handled through the Michigan State Police in their investigation as well as to what, if any, charges the individual will be faced with in the criminal justice system. Just want to provide some other information on what's going on in the community. We are receiving a significant amount of traffic complaints in neighborhoods on main arteries throughout the city: Telegraph, Ford Road, Joy, Michigan Avenue, Gully, Annapolis. You name the street, and we are seeing some complaints from our residents in these areas. A lot of times they're surrounding drag racing, vehicles that have loud exhaust. Police officers are out in the neighborhoods and on the main thoroughfares enforcing our traffic laws. You know, one of the things that really led to Monday's officer-involved shooting is an increase in our fleeing and eluding cases. That's when we try to pull over a driver for a traffic offense or whatever, maybe follow up on a criminal complaint, and the driver makes a decision, a very bad decision, to flee from our police officers. The law is very clear that if a police officer is behind you with visible lights and siren at times, they may activate their siren. Pull over in a safe area, a safe spot off the roadway, maybe the shoulder of the roadway. Pull into a well-lit parking lot if you choose, but don't flee from the police. In 2021, our police officers had 93 motorists flee from them. Already this year to date, and we are at April 27th, we've had 15 incidents of folks fleeing from the police. Some are taunting, some are trying to engage the police in a pursuit. We don't engage in pursuits strictly for traffic-related incidents. We have to weigh the risk of the harm to our residents and our staff members to what the original violation is. So we're asking for our public's help here and to make sure that when the police officer is pulling you over, comply with the police officer's orders, pull over to the side of the road. If there's a dispute on whether you were, let's say, speeding or didn't stop all the way for a stop sign, the place to dispute that is at the 20th District Court. There's a process in place for that. I guess really what I'm asking us is to try to get back to of all of us, is to get back to a time where we cared about one another, right? I care about my neighbors, so I'm not going to put an aftermarket loud exhaust on my vehicle. That the whole neighborhood is woken up when I start my car. We're going to drive the speed limit, which is 25 miles an hour in our residential areas, because you never know when a child is going to be running after a ball or maybe learning how to ride a bike, and they slide out between some vehicles onto our residential streets, and we have a tragedy on our hands. It's about caring about each other. On trash day, let's make sure that we don't park in the street and it's blocking your neighbor's trash from being picked up. On that topic, coming this Monday, we are going to start aggressively enforcing the no parking on the streets on garbage day. So I want to just kind of give a heads up to the community members that we're going to be out. We have a lot of tasks and issues that we deal with on a daily basis, but this is going to be a focus because we're hearing this at our council meetings. We're hearing people making complaints in other areas of the community, and that's just being a good neighbor. It's taking care of each other. It's looking out for each other. Growing up, I knew that the other moms in the neighborhoods and grandmas were watching what I was doing. And if I wasn't doing something right, then I would expect that they would call my mom, and that happened on many, many times. So let's start looking out for each other. Let's start caring for each other, and let's get back to some civility. And I thank you very much for your time.